Did you know that every year nearly 300,000 teens are treated in emergency departments for injuries suffered in motor vehicle crashes, and more than 2,500 are killed? The air grows heavy as we begin to unravel the grim reality of teen driving accidents. This is not a topic to be taken lightly, as it affects countless lives every single year. Imagine a high school stadium filled to the brim. That's close to the number of teenagers getting injured annually in such incidents. And a small town wiped out. That's the number of lives lost. Heartbreaking, isn't it? This is not about inducing fear, but about shedding light on a pressing issue that is often overlooked. It's about waking up to the reality of the situation and understanding the gravity of it. These figures are not just numbers, they represent real lives that are drastically affected. Let's dig deeper into why these numbers are so high. To understand the high rates of teen driving accidents, we need to examine a few key factors. First and foremost is the lack of experience. Teen drivers are new to the road, and even though they've passed their driving tests, real-world driving is a whole different ballgame. There's a vast difference between learning how to drive in a controlled environment and navigating the unpredictability of real-world traffic. Then, there's the issue of reckless behavior. Teenagers are known for their risk-taking tendencies. They're at an age where they're testing boundaries, seeking thrills, and sometimes, unfortunately, this behavior extends to their driving habits. Speeding, tailgating, and ignoring traffic rules are common, reckless behaviors observed among teen drivers. This not only puts them at risk, but also endangers other road users. Another significant factor contributing to high teen driving accidents is distractions, particularly mobile phones. In this digital age, staying connected is second nature to teenagers. Texting, checking social media, browsing the web, all these activities are highly distracting and can take their focus off the road. In fact, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, texting while driving is 6 times more likely to cause an accident than driving drunk. But it's not just mobile phones that are the issue. Other passengers, loud music, eating or drinking, these are all potential distractions that can lead to accidents. Lastly, there's the issue of impaired driving. While it's illegal for teens to consume alcohol, it doesn't stop some from doing so and then getting behind the wheel. Drugs, both legal and illegal, can also impair a teen's driving ability, making accidents more likely. So we've got a lack of experience, reckless behavior, distractions, and impaired driving. Each of these factors alone can significantly increase the risk of an accident, but combined, they create a perfect storm for teen drivers. Clearly, there's a significant problem that needs addressing. To put these numbers into context, let's compare them to adult drivers. When we look at the accident rates of teen drivers and place them side by side with those of adult drivers, the difference is startling. We find that teens are nearly 3 times more likely to be involved in a fatal crash. This statistic is not just a number, but a reflection of the lives lost and families shattered. Now let's consider why this might be the case. It's not just about inexperience, although that certainly plays a part. The tendency towards risk-taking and overconfidence, traits often associated with youth, also contribute significantly to these high accident rates. Picture this. An adult driver with years of experience under their belt is more likely to recognize a potentially dangerous situation and react appropriately. They've had years of practice, years of near misses and lessons learned. A teen driver, on the other hand, may not have encountered these situations before. They're more likely to make a misjudgment or react too slowly, leading to tragic consequences. But it's not just about individual behavior. Our society plays a role too. We live in an age of constant connection where notifications buzz and screens flash, demanding our attention. For a teen driver, the temptation to glance at a text or change a song on their playlist can prove fatal. Research has shown that using a phone while driving can delay reaction times by around 20%. It's like driving blind for 5 seconds at a time. 5 seconds might not seem like much, but when you're hurtling down a highway at 60 miles per hour, it's an eternity. And it's not just teens who are at risk. Every single driver on the road is affected. When a teen driver makes a mistake, it's not just their life hanging in the balance, but the lives of every other road user around them. This comparison highlights the urgent need for action. The consequences of these accidents are not only physical, they're immediate, they're lasting, and they're far-reaching. When we think about car accidents, it's easy to focus on the visible damage, the twisted metal, the shattered glass. But the impact goes far beyond what meets the eye. Physical injuries are, of course, a significant consequence. Broken bones, traumatic brain injuries, and other severe conditions can affect victims' quality of life, sometimes permanently. But let's not forget the ultimate, most tragic physical consequence: death. Every day, an average of 6 teenagers lose their lives in motor vehicle crashes in the United States. That's 6 families forever changed. But the effects of these accidents aren't confined to the physical realm. There's also the emotional trauma, which can be just as debilitating as any physical injury. Survivors often grapple with guilt, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. They may relive the accident in their minds, struggle with fear of driving, or feel overwhelmed by the sudden tragic loss of their friends. Then there's the financial fallout. Consider the medical bills for treating injuries, the cost of vehicle repairs or replacement, and the potential for increased insurance premiums. For a family already struggling to make ends meet, these unexpected expenses can be devastating. And let's not overlook the societal costs. Each year, car crashes involving teen drivers cost society an estimated $40 billion. That's money that could go towards education, healthcare, or infrastructure. Instead, it's spent on emergency services, medical treatment, and property damage. Finally, there's the toll on the community. Schools lose students, teams lose players, and neighborhoods lose friends. The ripple effect of these accidents touches everyone, from the victims and their families to friends, classmates, and even strangers who witness the crash or respond to the scene. In short, the consequences of teen driving accidents are complex and multifaceted. They affect individuals, families, communities, and society as a whole. It's not just about the immediate aftermath of the accident, but the long-term impact that can last for years, even decades. The ripple effect of these accidents is vast and deeply impactful. So what can we do about this? This is the question that looms large in our minds as we consider the alarming rates of teen driving accidents. The answer, as you might have guessed, hinges on 2 key factors: prevention and education. Prevention, as the saying goes, is always better than cure. This especially rings true when it comes to driving accidents. How can we prevent them? Well, it starts with thorough driver's education programs. These programs are more than just a rite of passage for eager teens itching to get behind the wheel. They are critical in equipping young drivers with the necessary skills and knowledge to navigate the roads safely. Driver's education programs cover everything from basic vehicle operation to defensive driving techniques and understanding road signs and signals. But education shouldn't stop at the classroom door. Parental guidance plays a pivotal role in molding responsible teen drivers. Parents, you have the opportunity to lead by example, showing your teens the importance of safe driving habits. Reinforce the lessons they learn in driver's ed and offer them practical, hands-on experience. Remember, practice makes perfect. Beyond traditional methods of education and prevention, we're also seeing a rise in technological tools designed to promote safe driving. There are apps available that help monitor speed, discourage texting while driving, and even alert parents if their teen is driving recklessly. These tools can be invaluable in helping teens make better decisions behind the wheel. Now let's be clear, prevention and education aren't foolproof solutions. Accidents can still happen to even the most careful drivers. But by arming our teens with the right tools and knowledge, we can significantly reduce the risk of accidents. We can give them the confidence to handle any situation they encounter on the road. We can teach them to respect the power they wield when they step into a vehicle. With the right tools and knowledge, we can make a difference. Every journey starts with a single step. Let's take that step together towards a future with fewer teen driving accidents. But we can't do this alone. We need your help. The power to change the narrative lies in our collective hands. It's about fostering a culture of responsible driving, not only among teens, but across all age groups. It starts with a conversation, a simple discussion about the importance of safe driving, the potential consequences of reckless behavior, and the everlasting impact it can have on lives. Encourage your peers, your family members, your friends to adopt safe driving practices. Remind them that a car isn't a toy, it's a responsibility. Highlight the importance of wearing seatbelts, obeying speed limits, and never driving under the influence. Share this video with as many people as you can. Let's spread the word and raise awareness about the high rates of accidents among teen drivers. And remember, it's not just about reducing these numbers, it's about saving lives. Every life is precious, every life matters. Together, we can reduce the number of teen driving accidents and save lives.